Hello everyone, and welcome back to Logcraft, episode 25. Now you might be wondering, where am I right now? And why is there a hole in the side of my mega base? Well, that's what we're gonna get to in this episode, because as you can see, I've been working a little bit on this thing over here, and basically what I want to have here, I think it would be really cool to have a method of getting between the mega base and the other base area very quickly. And I was going through some ideas, and I think a really cool idea would be a Dolphin's Grace tunnel. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically where we have a dolphin somewhere over here and like a big water column, and we use that along with the depth strider on our boots to go extremely fast down this chute. And this, I did a bit of digging. This leads all the way over, if we go this way, it leads all the way over to this. And this is a tunnel, which I also dug out, and it comes out right over here, right next to the super smelter factory. So yeah, I think this could be a super cool way of travel. I still haven't decided if we're going to do it two ways, but for now we're just going to do it from the mega base to here. But the first thing I need to do is get a dolphin, and I need to actually get a lead too. Which should have a few. Yes, I do. There we go. And let's see if we can find a dolphin. There it is, in its natural habitat. Come here. Ah! Oh, yeah, so you can kind of tell how fast I'm gonna be going, but I need to get this guy on a lead, and, oh, please. Thank you. Yes. Alright, now come this way. Oh, I'm drowning. And I'm just now realizing it probably would have been smart to have a pool of water to actually put this guy in. So we're gonna have to figure that out while it's on the lead, which is, not very good. But I assume, I don't think this guy drowns on land, because that's not what happens in real life. If this guy drowns, I'm going to be sad, but hopefully it doesn't. So let's just go this way. Come here, dolphin. You have fun with your hopping. It looks like it is having fun. Look at this guy. He's having a blast. Absolute blast. Don't mind me, just taking my dolphin out for a little stroll. Oh, and I just realized I probably have to name this guy too. Oh, yes, little detour. Definitely not going back to get a name tag. We are just, I have a better route to go on. Yes. Oh no. What? What? So they do drown. Why? Why exactly do they drown? Well, looks like we gotta go get a new one, but first... Oh, why are they 15? I thought they were 14. But being in here also reminds me of something else that we gotta take care of in this episode. As you can see, I have low egg. This was a... I honestly don't even know how long it's been since this game existed, but it's been a while. Low egg has been somewhat lost for a while, actually. It's been like in the middle of a field, and I guess the game started back up again, and now I have low egg again. So in this episode, sometime in this episode, we have to pass it on to someone else. I actually got low egg in the funniest way, because I was just sitting there admiring my map, as I always do, of course. That is something I do all the time. And, yeah, suddenly I looked to the right, and Fixie was there, and he had low egg, and yeah, that's about it. That's what happened. So, I caught it in the action somewhat, and then I just forgot about it. But yeah, that's definitely something we're gonna have to do. Where is another dolphin now? Yo, Axolotl, do you know where the dolphin is? Actually, I changed my mind. It'd probably be smart to at least make a little pen of water, because now we know that the dolphin does drown. So, we probably what we want to do is make a little building off to the side right here. And I guess the dolphin will just go like right up here next to the column. That's probably gonna be close enough. Oh yeah, you might also be thinking, this mountain didn't exist before, and yeah, you're right, it didn't. I just decided to get a lot of this terraforming done because, I mean, in the last episode we started it, we did that area over there, and I still have to do, like, dead bushes over here. But if we go around to how far I've gotten now, you can see we've done a lot more work on this thing. I've done everything up to here because, I mean, this area was what I wanted to focus on in this episode, and I mean, before I had this, I do want to build this thing out, make it look nice in this episode. So we kind of needed to have this hill here beforehand because there's probably going to be like supports going down, I imagine. And this thing's going to end up looking really cool in the end, I think. It's actually the exact same like tube design as we have going out the side of that building over there. I gotta say, this is probably the coolest thing I've ever built in my life. So now we can go get that dolphin. Now from what I saw, it seems like it has quite a long time before it starts to drown. So we should be able to bring it out of the water all the way over. Hopefully. That's another axolotl. Okay, here's some dolphins. Oh, we got a whole squad over here. Oh no, wait. Get over here. Perfect. There were other dolphins over there, so I want to test this. Can I do a trident and carry it with me? Go. Oh, I can't. I believe in you a little bit. Just enough that you could maybe make it. Good job. You need to come up here. In. No. In the water. Hello? Hey. Okay. Well, I got it in the water. It needs to go in this water, though. Please. 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 Why? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Cover this up. And we've done it. I'm gonna call you Mr. Stinky, because you were very stinky. I think we're gonna have to do some, looking up of how you get this effect. Because, I don't wanna put it in a spot that I think will be right, and then it's wrong, and then pain. So, yeah, I guess I probably have to figure this out. So here I am. It's me, voiceover DGC, because I wasn't recording audio in this clip. But here we are. We're figuring this out. I did a little bit more work on this tube. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out how to get this dolphin in here, and I went for a minecart thing, not knowing that they can't go in minecarts. I figured that out later, but this is the point where I realized that the dolphin had died. And I wasn't sure why, but I decided to just get rid of this thing and, yeah, move on. We need to get a new dolphin, though. So, before I did that, I started work on this staircase thing, just to get it up into this area easier, because I didn't want to put it into that chamber again. I just wanted to get it straight in there. And at first I thought what happened right when it happened was it suffocated in a wall, but something else happened which we will figure out later. Let's just say that. And here I am buying a new name tag, just to name this dolphin. As you can see, I have Soul Speed 3 on my boots because I realized that if you put soul soil on the bottom, it gets even faster. I also named this name tag Mr. More Stinky, which, as you can see, this dolphin very much lived up to his name. It did not want to get out of the water right here. But I eventually did get it out, and here it is on the land. We just got to bring it all the way over there. And this guy, he was actually pretty good. He did want to come up these stairs, I feel like. He actually was pretty good. But yeah, he did end up being very stinky, as you will see in just a little bit. So here he is, just jumping on the wall, and he finally got in here. And now what I have to try to do is get him down into the minecart. This is about when I realized that he won't go in the minecart, because that's not what dolphins do. So I'm just trying to shove him down there. And yeah, this is the point when I realized he's not going to go in the minecart. So I was kind of, I didn't really know what to do at this point, because I had this dolphin here, and I had to figure out something else. So what I did was I broke the minecart, and I got everything out, and I made the mistake of breaking this stone block, and the dolphin just straight up jumped out and jumped off the edge and died. Yeah, he died. Oops. Well, I have to make a new dolphin now, or rather get one. As you can see there, I called it Mr. Most Stinky. I guess each dolphin gets more and more stinky, uh, which is actually kind of true, because this guy was very mean. He did not want to come up here at all. As you can see, he's just bouncing around like crazy. And I tried to pull him, and he started jumping, but yeah, he got in. Then I saw that there were some pillagers, so I killed those guys. And now that that guy was in, I decided I needed to extend this part downward. But you know who else wanted to come downward? The dolphin. And the dolphin is now dangling off the edge on the lead. And I was actually kind of smart about this, because I knew that if it fell, it would die. So I put water there, and luckily it lived. So I put him in this water pool over here so I could actually figure out how I was going to do this. I probably should have done this before getting another dolphin, but oh well. So here we can see I'm reconfiguring this area over here a lot. I was adding glass because at this point I thought the issue was suffocation. That's why the dolphin was dying, and putting glass here would fix that. But as I later figured out, that wasn't the issue. But anyway, here we go. We got this dolphin back over here, and this is the point where it started being really annoying. This guy really did not want to do anything. He just straight up jumped on top of this thing. And you'll see that in a second. He just jumps on top, and then he jumps below. He takes damage, and at this point I know he's low, so he's gonna die soon. And then he starts dangling again from below here. But I was smart again. I put some water over here, and I was trying to get him up to the top, but he did not want to do that again, yet again. So I had to just bring up the normal way. And that worked fine for a little bit until he decided to climb the wall again, and I decided to try to do the same thing again and fell off the water, and the dolphin died. Oops. But there we go. We got dolphin number 5, I think, actually, and that one was called Mr. Mosterist Stinkierist. But this guy actually was pretty good. He did go down there pretty easily, and I realized that if I threw items down, he would swim towards the items, and that would make it a lot easier to capture him. It only took me a few tries to get this guy successfully captured in this glass. But then I realized that I hadn't named him yet. There's the name tag. So I had to go rename him, and luckily I got him straight captured after that. But I also realized that for some reason there wasn't any water there, and I didn't want to break him back out again. So instead, I put a slab there and just threw the water in like that. That was actually a lot easier. I was so happy to finally get this guy in, so I started just tearing everything down, and I was like, I am completely done with this. But that's it for me, the voiceover DGC. Back to the real DGC. Oh wait, I guess I'm real too, but back to live DGC, I guess. Okay, yes, go. So, after a lot more work, this guy is finally secured. I figured out that dolphins are really weird, and they, well, we already knew that they can't be, out of the water for too long, but they also can't be underwater for too long. So what I had to do is put a space for water and a space for air, and now this guy can stay here, but now the only issue is he's going to be throwing around this piece of glass for the rest of eternity. Which, you know what, I'm fine with that because I don't want to deal with having him escape and trying to get him back in again. But you can also see we have been starting to do a little bit more work on the aesthetics of this pipe. I don't know if I said this already, but I want it to look pretty much exactly the same as this one. And I think where we're at right now is a nice start, but I also want to put a little building here, somewhere back here, just like a small building, and then bring this small pipe downward and make that kind of look nice. Actually, I think we are going to do this on camera. On camera building for once. No time lapse today. We're just going to do some building and maybe, yeah, I have to commentate while I build. Okay. But you also may notice in my inventory, before we start, I have 2 new beacons. And I actually bought these from Rocco, who's online right now. And The reason I have these is because we're eventually going to move our beacons, and I want to have one in each corner on one of these. And yeah, I didn't really have the beacons, so we had to buy a few. But it's okay, because it wasn't that bad of a diamond deficit. And I also saw we have this gift over here from Foxy, so this is some even more diamonds for me. So, I mean, yeah, we're not down that many diamonds. And coming from the profits I've had recently from my shops, I think I can definitely afford to buy a few beacons. Oh yeah, I was gonna build. I guess we can get started on that. So let's just plop this shulker box down here for now, and oh, I need to go back up and get some other stuff. There we go. Okay, that should be enough to get building. I want to start by extending this tube right here down a little bit. And I guess we'll go down to here. We're probably going to need to build a little something at the bottom, just so that it's not glass. And then we're ripping out our terraforming job, but that's okay. Now there's still that problem with this one piece sticking out, so I think I'll just put one red sand there, no big deal. For the layout of this building, I'm thinking just a little guy like this, nothing too crazy, but just as sort of like a backdrop. Actually, might extend this out a few more blocks, because I want it to have a little bit of depth in relation to the pipe. So let's see how this looks from the front. I think the front is the main angle that I'm concerned about. So thinking we go up to the top of that, where that reaches to. And I'm just going to start by making a big yellow concrete box, and we'll add detail to that when we're done. I usually plan out my builds a lot more than this, but this one's kind of simple, so I think I just want to do it right now, get it done with. And there we go, our build is done. I think that's the best build I've ever done, in my opinion. Of course, I'm kidding. We're not done yet. But we do have this initial box done, which is a nice start, I would say. And what I want to do next is grab some more deep slate bricks, and let's kind of wrap this around the top. That's what I want to do first. Bring this around to the back side. The next thing I want to do, and probably the main detail of this thing, is I kind of want to get like a, I think it would be kind of cool to have like a Dolphin's Grace, like symbol. The symbol of the effect it gives you. Oh. Well, that's a lot more pixels than I thought it was going to be at first. Okay, so we might have to, downsize this a little bit. But I want to do it in gray concrete. So, let's go with like 2 stacks. And that's just... I really want to... Alright, I'm just going to keep some water here just to be able to see that symbol, just so I can kind of downsize it a little bit. No. You know, I didn't really think I could get any worse than my first one, but somehow I did. Alright, we're starting to get a little bit somewhere, maybe. Still not really loving it. But I want to keep trying. We could definitely get somewhere. How does this look? You know what? I actually think that's good. We finally got it. That was a lot harder than I initially thought it was going to be. I mean, I guess I didn't realize how small of a space it was. I'm usually used to working with a lot bigger of a space. So that was a challenge, a real challenge to make this tiny little dolphin shape. But I think we finally got it to a pretty good spot now. Of course, this still isn't close to being done. We need to create a little bit of a like border around this thing. And I think we'll use deep slate for that too. Alright, I think this building is finally starting to take shape a little bit. I still don't really like how it looks though. We don't have enough detail in it, that's the main thing. But before we get any more detail onto this building part, I do want to finish this pipe, because I think that's going to help quite a bit. And now that that's done, this build is really starting to take shape, but there's one more thing I do want to add, and that is some support beams. And I kind of think it'd be really cool to have one going at a diagonal off of here. So let's try that real quick. I mean, I can't really tell the difference, but You know, it does add a little bit of depth there, which I think is always good. One other thing I do want to do is try mixing in cobbled deep slate with this deep slate brick. That's usually something I do, and it always helps out. Let's just try it at the bottom, because I feel like it kind of makes it look a little bit more weathered, which we want at the bottom. So that could be good. We could also try the gradient I've been using in some of my other builds, where I started off with dark oak and brown terracotta. That's pretty cool. I kind of I came up with that gradient because I was thinking of like a way to make it look like the red sand kind of crept up onto the building. Although I'm not really sure if it's the best idea on this one. We could try it, but I don't know. Ooh, I just had one more idea, which might be kind of cool. Ooh, yeah, that's starting to look really cool. Just adding a few finishing touches here. Of course, we still have to get to the back, which, you know what? We can probably just leave it blank for now. We'll come up with something later when we work on this area back here, actually. Honestly, you know what? I kind of want to start working on this area soon. This is a pretty cool area back here, actually, and I want to get a road wrapping around here. I kind of laid it out, but this is where a future bridge is going to go, and over there's AC3 space. So, starting pretty soon, I do want to work out this area back here, but of course we're going to save that for a future episode. But I think from this front side over here, this is pretty much a finished product, although I do see one more thing. Kind of want to make this not completely empty. Oh wait, I just got one more really cool idea we could do. At the top, right here, I want to do like antennas. Kind of like that, and then we'll do walls above that into chains, and then something really cool is putting redstone torches at the top. But I need to make those first. Oh yeah, look at that. That is just, whew, perfect. I almost now think it would be really cool to eventually have another rectangular building back there. I can envision it now, and now I really want to build that. So maybe we'll do that in the next episode. But I just realized we did all this, and I still haven't shown you guys out. I was way off of the door. I was not even close. I don't know my base that well. But as I was saying, I almost missed it again. The whole purpose of this thing wasn't just for looks. We want to have a Dolphin's Grace tunnel going to the other side. And I never actually showed you guys this thing in action. This thing is actually really crazy. And I finally got the soul speed on my boots, the depth strider. The soul soil makes this thing even faster. And this is just here temporarily while we wait on an interior for this part. But if we go in here, that takes us all the way over to our starter base area. So that's kind of fast. No, I did not speed that up at all. That's the actual speed that it goes. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. And I just think that's a super cool way to get around. I might eventually do one going the other way. I could just... the problem is this thing is raised up in the Y direction, and it's really hard to get this thing going in the Y direction. So I would have to, if I did this, I would need to keep it going this way and have like another room somewhere over here and have a staircase where we could get up. And then we'd also need another dolphin on this side, so that way we could go both ways. So I did a little bit more work. I added this strip of glass right here, and I think this is a final product. I'm really liking how this looks. And it does look a bit empty on this side, is the one thing I would say. So I did lay out another building that we could eventually do. Probably next couple of episodes we'll get this done. It won't be that big, but a little bit taller than this one, I assume. And yeah, I think that'll really fill in this space and make it look really nice. Before we end off the episode for today, I do want to get one more thing out of the way. I didn't mean to make that rhyme. And that is, we gotta take care of this guy. We have to deliver low egg to someone, and firstly, I actually have to get up there and break off the lead. Alright, so let's get this guy. And like this, we've got the low egg book. This is the low egg record. So we have to add our name to this. Wow, this has gone on a lot longer than I thought it had. You know, I'm gonna replace Bean with DGC just because. There's also 69 pages for some reason. But I think the next person I'm gonna get is Blue Tiger. Because they're new on the server. He hasn't really been on the server for too long, so I think it'd be nice to get someone new. Oh, yeah, this guy's a zombie villager again, too. Don't know how that happened, but, yeah, he's a zombie villager again. Alright, Mr. Loeg, can you get in the portal? Let's see. This shouldn't be too hard. Chickens aren't that mean when it comes to, traveling around. I have to say, Loeg is way nicer than the dolphins I was trying to transport around earlier. Anyway, yeah, here we are, and he's been doing some major building around here. This is looking nice. I don't want to spoil this, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna have my video out by the time he has his out, but this is looking really cool. And I just need to find a place to put Loeg, and it would be really funny to hang him on the top of that fence post right there, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get up there. You know, I'm going to figure it out. It's going to be really funny if I do it, so I'm going to just do it anyway. So actually, since Loeg kind of flies and doesn't take fall damage, we should be able to, we should just be able to pillar up, and it'll follow us up. Let's see. Yes, yes. And I mean, other mobs could do this too, but they would take fall damage, whereas this guy probably won't. So we should be good to just actually. I probably want to go like above where I'm supposed to go, because Loeg's gonna stay below me. So let's just go up like this. I might run out of blocks. Yes, perfect. Okay, and then we'll just put the chest. I'll put it here, because that's probably the angle that he looks at his base the most, so we'll probably see it from there, I assume. And then, Loeg game and Loeg record. Perfect! Well, Loeg, looks like you are, hanging out there for the rest of, probably like, I don't know, a couple days. And I mean, yeah, that is definitely visible from the bottom of this, building. So I think that is a perfect spot. But with that, that's going to wrap up today's episode of Logcraft. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Commenting isn't as important, of course, as the usual. I always say that for some reason. But do it anyway. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.